Hi, I'm Donald McIntyre, founder of Etherplan. I research, write articles, and podcasts about blockchains and other topics of interest. This video is about Ethereum Classic investment thesis. The article is How Ethereum Classic Will Surge Past 7,000 in the Next 10 Years. You can find the link to the original article below this video. How Ethereum Classic Will Surge Past 7,000 in the Next 10 Years. In the last 10 months, Ethereum Classic ETC has been trading in a range between $4 and $8. In this article, Etherplan presents its updated thesis of why ETC will surge past 7,000 in the next 10 years. 1. Few systems will win the blockchain format war. Only 3 or 4 chains will exist at the base layer, with market shares of more or less 50%, 25%, 12.5%, and 6.25%. All the rest, perhaps the others, 6.25%. The blockchain industry is going on its 12th year of existence, and it's clear that there are few systems that are gaining the most clout. Bitcoin and Ethereum's market capitalizations combined represent 82% of the total cryptocurrency value at the time of this writing, and their transaction and fee volumes are dominant. In the next 10 years, this trend will likely continue, but ETH will migrate to proof of stake, which will open that position for ETC to occupy at the base layer. 2. Nakamoto Consensus is the most secure consensus mechanism. Proof of work based Nakamoto Consensus will be the base layer mechanism in the blockchain industry stack because it is orders of magnitude more secure than proof of stake and other consensus mechanisms. Bitcoin and, currently, Ethereum are both Nakamoto Consensus blockchains. As said above, together they have a dominant position in the market with a total value of $733 billion combined at the time of this writing. This shows the success and viability of proof of work to manage and conduct high-value payments, settlements, and smart contracts at the base layer on a global scale. 3. Ethereum Classic will be the only top proof of work smart contracts blockchain. Aside from Ethereum, which will migrate to proof of stake, ETC is the only secure proof-of-work smart contracts blockchain at the base layer. There are no other top smart contracts platforms that use proof-of-work based Nakamoto Consensus mechanism. This positions ETC in a unique and extremely valuable niche. 4. The network reorganization attacks have made it more resilient. ETC has never been hacked, and the historic 51% attacks on the network only show that it worked as designed. However, several upgrades have been implemented and others will continue to be performed to make it much more stable. Eventually, as the network grows, its security model will guarantee a very similar level of safety as Bitcoin. ETC Labs, the core developer team in charge of Core Geth, the primary node software client of the network, successfully implemented the modified exponential subjective scoring feature to practically eliminate reorganization attacks. They also deployed the Thanos upgrade to the network, which adjusted the proof-of-work algorithm so that a larger base of miners may participate building blocks for the network. The ETC Cooperative, funded by Grayscale, the largest cryptocurrency asset manager in the world, and managers of the Ethereum Classic Trust, continues to promote ETC, producing important research on critical improvements, and maintaining the Hyperledger Besu client, which was successfully updated to operate with a Thanos upgrade. Most remarkably, IOHK, the company who is co-founder and the main supporter of Cardano blockchain, has recommitted significant resources to the Ethereum Classic project. In the last few months, the firm has updated their ETC Mantis node client to make it fully operational and comply with the latest ETC upgrades under the motto helping to create a thriving ecosystem, launched the brand new ETC Mantis wallet, and has proposed a high security and simplicity focused roadmap for the Ethereum Classic ecosystem at large. 5. It has a capped supply. As Bitcoin, ETC has a mechanical, algorithmic, and capped, thus sound and trust minimized monetary policy. As Bitcoin supply will never surpass 21 million BTC, Ethereum Classic supply will never surpass 210 million ETC. Both cryptocurrencies have the goal of mimicking gold to become digital gold. Its positioning will make it complementary to Bitcoin at the base layer. Bitcoin will be the largest system at the base layer with a 50% share, and ETC will be second with 25% because of its high value as a general computing platform. Due to its unique positioning in the proof-of-work, smart contracts, and fixed monetary policy niche, its code is law philosophy, and that Ethereum will migrate to a more performant but less secure consensus mechanism, ETC has the opportunity to and will likely become the preeminent base layer highly secure smart contracts platform. 7. The base layer will be as valuable as gold. The base layer will be analogous to gold, which has about $9.8 trillion in value today, and it's projected to be worth around $12 trillion in the next 10 years. The 10-year price projection of gold assumes that gold will increase in price at the average projected inflation rate for the next 10 years, which is 2.17%. With the spurious money printing in the present and in recent years by central banks in North America, Europe, and elsewhere, which is likely to continue in the foreseeable future, it is likely this projection will prove conservative. 8. Therefore, ETC will likely rise past 7,000 in the next 10 years. As seen in the table, if the base layer only achieves 50% of the value of gold in 10 years, then Bitcoin will be worth $3 trillion or around 143,000 per BTC, and Ethereum Classic 1.5 trillion or around 7,100 per ETC. The projected values for BTC and ETC are on a fully diluted basis, meaning BTC is calculated with a 21 million supply and ETC with a 210 million supply. Summary. As the market is showing, even though there are many speculative projects in the industry, very few are the ones that are and will eventually gain a dominant market share, especially at the base layer. Due to its sound design, ETC is poised to become the most secure smart contracts platform. The historical reorganization attacks have made it more resilient, and not only it has never actually been hacked and has worked as designed, but the core teams have upgraded the network, integrating notable innovations and greatly reinforced their commitment to the project and ecosystem. As complementary base layer systems, Bitcoin and Ethereum Classic will work as digital gold. Given the level of maturity and success the blockchain industry has achieved in the last 12 years, the consistently accelerating cycles in new technologies and global platforms, it is reasonable to expect that Ethereum Classic will reach a value per ETC beyond $7,000 in the next 10 years from the recent price range of between $4 and $8. References and notes. Thank you very much.